tubes. I'm coming. I'm almost there. We're getting it. We're getting it. We got it. New office chair. Hey, how you doing? Went out and bought a brand new one today. Hammer, don't think we'll need that. You never know. I gotta clean up this little back room again. So, the old chair I used to use in here died. Probably won't be able to see my face very well. So the old chair died. It was only 14, 15 years old. I tore it apart, threw it in the garbage. Got everything but the seat back itself in the last garbage run. I cut up the seat back and get that in for this week's garbage, or actually next week's garbage. But the manufacture date on that chair was 1998. So I think got his money's worth out of it. And I didn't pay anything for it. I got that from my grandparents. Actually, my grandma had already passed away, and I think that was the chair she used up in her sewing room. Instructions, nuts, bolts, washers, little caps. Woohoo! It was about an hour, about 50 minutes before I got to head into work. So I went up to Staples. I was looking on Craigslist and digging around and seeing what I could find. And for 40, 50 bucks, it looks like I could get some decent chairs. But I didn't want to just buy the first one I went and looked at. What do you get? Run away. Arms. So started shopping around on all the big stores online. And of course, the only one I didn't shop at online is the one I bought this at, from Staples, which is like an Office Max, Office Depot. Forgot all about them. I was trying to remember what the name of the store was. It's right up, 2.5 minutes from the house, so. Use black. It is leather. I was going to go for a cloth chair, but I thought, well, cloth, the cats will probably claw on it more. And if you're going with leather, you won't do that. But I was finding chairs all day long for anywhere between $20 and $40, $50. Basically the same as this one. And they all said they were in good shape, but I would have had to drive all over Everett, Marysville, Bothell, North Seattle, and just looking at the ones that were close. I think I set my max price at 50 bucks. But got to thinking, I'm going to spend 50 bucks on a chair. You know, why not spend a couple bucks more and get a new one? So that's when I just started looking at all the big box stores. Or not all of them, but some of them. I did check Overstock.com and things like that too, as well. Of course, they sell all the high price stuff. Lots of wheels. I didn't get the, what do you call it, the carpet mat, the thing that this thing rolls on. I'll probably pick that up next paycheck. I want 80 bucks for one of those, and didn't feel comfortable dumping that much money on one right now. It's the whole mechanism for the tilt and the height adjustment and all that, so. Cool. But thought, you know what, why spend 50 bucks for somebody's used junk when I can spend a little bit more and get a brand new chair? So I set myself a price. I was going to look for 60 to 75 bucks, but that's reasonable. I can deal with that. And I was finding chairs, but I hadn't sat in any, hadn't looked at them. So this morning I got up and I thought, you know what, let's just head out the door. Let's just go head up to Office Max or the Staples, as it turns out. I thought it was an Office Depot up here. And just see what they got. I was thinking about hitting Target too, just to take a look, but so I popped up there, and you know, they had, I think their cheapest chair, brand new, was 40 bucks. Sat in it, yeah, it was a low back cloth. It would have worked. And I sat in some of the others, and then I found this one. This is the, it doesn't give the name on it here. This is the Montbrook chair. Montbrook. So, part number 19481. Easy instructions. And, you know, I sat in a $99 chair, leather. Looked almost identical to this one, and it was just narrower, and it hunched my shoulders together. I says, nah, I don't like that. So they had this one, 109, and I sat in it, and I says, hey, this is alright. This is comfy, I like it. And all the little adjustments and everything that I was looking for. Basically just a leather version of the chair I just broke. And it was only 109 bucks. A little more than I was looking to spend, but usually when I go in with a price like that, I wind up spending a few bucks more anyway, so. He says to one of the associates there at Staples, I'd like to pick up this chair. And she says, okay, which one do you want? So I walked over and showed her the one on display there. And she says, this is your lucky day. Somebody forgot to remove the sale tag price from a couple days ago. They had a big sale that I knew absolutely nothing about. I get their online ads and whatnot, but I usually don't read them. That's plastic base, fairly thick, so hopefully it'll be alright. I'll be a little happier with that. Hold it. So the regular price on this chair, I don't know if it's on the receipt or not, one for $259, I think it was. Well, the current sale price that it's supposed to be at is $129. They had it listed at $109. And I think the regular non-sale price for this chair was $259 bucks. Yeah, it doesn't say the regular price. So she's the one that says we're going to give it to you for that price. That's what it's listed at. So I think she was the assistant manager there. So very cool. Didn't have to argue, nothing. She took care of all the price differences and all that. So sweet. Got the chair for what, 60% off? I'm good with that. And it's comfy too. So we, probably not showing anything here, but we're going to attempt to put this together before I have to go to work in roughly 45 minutes. So it should go like this. So this looks like the exact same gas strut as the last chair. Just the last chair, it had popped through the base and the little gas cylinder had shot out, and when I pushed back, that's when I tore my carpet. I see the little clip here that is still sitting in the front room on the other chair, from the other chair. But something must have popped. I wonder if the bottom of the cylinder blew out or something. Huh. It's weird how they don't actually lock into place, but just once you sit in them, it kind of presses them in. On to step 3. Oh, we get tools now. Yeah, where'd it go? There we are. Part E is the Allen key here. I've got T-handles and whatnot in the garage, but we'll just use this one. So we also need parts C, which is a bolt, B, which is a lock washer, and A, which is a flat washer. So A, B, and C. Well, they've even got them listed by part. That's kind of cool. I like that. Let me show you these here. These are the three that I need. If you look up in the corners up here, see how it says step 3, part B, part C. Or that's just part C. So A, B, and C. That's kind of cool. Almost make it foolproof. Wish the stuff I do at work was this easy. Of course, gotta open the damn bags. Let's just go down here and good thing I sharpened the knife this morning. And there goes all the washers that I don't need quite yet. So we'll have to look for those in a little bit. Yes, I'm screwing up on live TV. Except this is recorded, so I think there's one down on the floor there. We'll have to go dig for. Yep, there it is right there. Hopefully that's all of them. But yeah, I thought, why spend 50 bucks for somebody's used chair? A chair that smells like somebody else's arse. When for essentially, twice as much, I can go out and I can get myself a brand new chair. And I bought the furniture protection plan for this thing, which is an extra 30 bucks. Covers it against any defects basically for 3 years. So yeah, 10 bucks a year. Like, that's alright. I mean, the last one lasted, what did I say, 14 years? So this is putting the arms onto the seat back and the seat cushion. I'm not a big fan of leather, but you know, I guess it ain't that bad. I wanted to find an old wooden antique style office chair. Something to kind of go with this old 60s style metal desk I got. But I had one last weekend. Didn't have the money quite ready. I was waiting for this payday to roll through. It was only 30 bucks. I had a split in the seat, but the ad said that a little bit of glue and a couple of wood clamps would have taken care of that. Get the leather wrapped around the little inserts here a little better. Let's see if we can angle you guys a little bit so we can see what we got going on. There we are. That's where the action is right now. But yeah, it's sold. By the time I was looking, Wednesday night I think it was. That's kind of when I decided, just look at the big box store to see what they got. Could have picked up something a lot cheaper, but I spend enough time on the computer now with all the YouTube stuff and the editing, and so that's going to be the inside. Let's get our orientation set right here. It's the front of the chair. Like that. Okay, so what do we need for washers here? Bolt, flat washer. Oh, that's the wrong washers we want. I guess they're all the same. I just package them for individual steps. Flat lock washer and a flat washer. Let's get our stack up right here. All you bowling people will know about that. And then what did I do with the Allen key? Right there. And Cuda, the big gray cat, she's been a little upset because that was kind of her chair that I broke. You know, cats, they like to lay claim to certain things, and that's their little spots. That was one of hers that she's been kind of wandering around aimlessly the last few nights. That's where she's been sleeping after I toss and turn enough and kick her off the bed. I need a little bit of Loctite on them already. That's kind of cool. But yeah, for what I paid for this chair, I'm happy. We'll see how good she actually is. Hopefully get a good 5-10 years out of it. Everything's plastic though. I mean, that's on the other chair. The armrests were plastic. They were plastic coated steel. This is just straight up plastic. So it's showing so they gave me 4 bolts. Did I step 6 extra, step 4? Interesting. They gave me 4 bolts. Oh, I lied. There should be 8 total. Okay, I was just going off the steps. Extra parts. Supposed to have 8 bolts, 8 washers, well, 16 washers. They gave me 4 sets. I hope I didn't get shorted on some nuts and bolts here. I need 4 per armrest. 2 for the base, 2 for the top, 4 on each side. Did not get that. But there's several bolts that I don't know what they're for, but get this one started. And grab another one and get it going. Not quite as exciting as your compressor there, Kevin, but last one started. It's going to be a little bit difficult. So how about that goofball that's down there in California, huh? Killed the 1 cop and 2 innocents. Now he's on the run. They got all of LAPD looking for him. It's almost like something out of a movie. Pretty complicated plot, too. He got fired from the LAPD for, what was it, falsifying records or something like that? reports, statements. You have a charge against a training individual. I guess the training person kicked a mentally ill person out on their route, and there was an inquiry, and I don't know the whole story. Kind of complicated, a little difficult to read through at times, but of course he's a big dude too. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's the base? Where did I put that? Hopefully that only needs 4. Just read ahead here a little bit. And yeah, 4 puts the base on. Of course they're saying I should have done that first, but alright, I think we got enough nuts, bolts, and washers. They just, I see what they did. They doubled up on one and gave me half on the other, so their quality control is off just a touch. No worries. Everything's there. And they're all the same pitch and thread and everything, just one's got yellow thread lock, the other's got blue, so it's all good. I know, another exciting video from me. Something like that. Let the thread start. It's being difficult. Cross thread. Yeah, hold for now till we get another one going. But yeah, it was like I said, it looks like something right out of a movie. They're looking around. Was it Big Bear? That's where they think he's hiding out. They found his burnt out truck in the area and footprints leading the way. And he's ex-military, and like I say, he's a big dude. He's got some guns on him. These and the LAPD saying they're slightly concerned because they trained him to be a badass, and he's made some threats against other officers off the force that were involved in his termination, and I'm sure there's things going on that we're not hearing, but hope they catch him. Hope they get him off the streets quick. Somebody like that can be a real danger to society. Hopefully he's not whacked enough to try killing innocent bystanders. Although I guess he's already done that, so he's whacked in the head. Alrighty. One more being difficult back here. The leather is a... There we go. In the inserts a little bit, so we'll have to keep an eye on these and run them all down nice and tight. A couple weeks down the road, make sure we get them all snug down. snug. That one is now snug. That one's got to go down a whole lot more. We may have to cut some leather out of that one. It should hold for now, so. Okay. Woo, the wheels roll. Let's get that right up there. Does it really matter which way? It probably should go that way, shouldn't it? Nope. It's got narrows as front, so it goes that way. Well, there's my 2 extra bolts. I'm going to have to put you guys on pause. I hear Her Royal Highness Miss Cuda herself ready to come back in. Scratching at the rear glass. Let me hit the remote here. I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, I spared you the gory details putting that on. What do I do with the instructions? Right here. This chair was manufactured 10 September 2012. So the base is on. The arms are on. Ah, I see what I did. Okay. It was me that screwed up. Step 3, which is the 4 bolts, is actually putting this on. I should have read the entire instructions. Step 4 was putting the arms on. So now we put the top and the bottom together. I feel naked. I forgot my hat. Almost looks like it was threaded, but just machined out. It's not dropping down. Is that cap supposed to come off? Or? Read the instructions again. It doesn't say. So I guess. Yeah, that cap's got to come off. How does that cap come off? Where'd my knife go? I'm going to wind up screwing something up here. It doesn't want to come off. I do not understand, unless that's supposed to push down. It doesn't give me verbal instructions. Alright, let me go grab some pliers or something, see if I can get that little cap off of there. Yes, it was just a plug, a little green plastic plug. Now we can do this upright. Maybe. Why is it not going? I is confused. Oh, duh. That cap is supposed to stay in there. I'm putting it in the wrong hole. Jeez, idiot. I was trying to go on this, which is your tilt back. This is where it needs to ride, because that's your height adjustment. But yeah, I never claimed to be a smart person. There goes all the stuff out of the pockets. Alright, it does say to secure the chair to sit in it, so all that's left is the caps over the screws. We'll put them on when we're done. To secure seat to base, sit down on chair. Woo! Whee! And then it's got the I'm supposed to have the tilt. Tilt tension. Okay. Those are the only two handles. Doesn't want to tilt. Huh. I see a thing in there. That should be like a spring. It's just been over tightened from the factory. And she's starting to go now. Interesting. We'll play with it a little bit. I'd like it to go back a little bit, but it doesn't want to. Seat height adjustment. To operate the tilt lock in the upright position, pull the handle all the way out. There we go. Okay. And that's your tension. So the little height adjustment lever, you pull it out, that gets you your rocking. And then the forward adjustment stiffens it up a little bit. Increases tension on the little spring in there. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's nice. Sweet. I don't want to go to work now. I'm comfy. Supposed to have, could it say adjustable lumbar? No, I guess this one doesn't. But anywho, we are firmly situated. Just got to get that one screw taken care of. I know, a long video, just putting a chair together. There she is, all her magnificent glory. That's the one screw I got to run in, almost like it's cross-threading. So, but there's leather wrapped around little inserts, and that leather was kind of folded over, so I'm going to have to trim it a little bit. And then just little plastic caps go over the rest of it. So, yeah. I wouldn't have paid $259 for this, but $109 I'm okay with. Seat back's a little crooked there too. So we'll tinker with her. We'll get her buttoned up, and that's where we'll be doing all our YouTube editing from now. Sweet. Thanks for watching. We'll end this now. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.